Hello everybody, how's everybody today? Papa Tom here. Just going out to check the chickens, and Buddy's, I guess, thinks he's going to go with me, which is fine. Just a few things have been going on. Sorry, I'm trying to get my shoes on here. Got to get some bread. This is going to be funny for some of you. We have some chickens. I've let them out this morning, and now I got to go put them back in their hutch. And all I use is a little bit of bread or whatever. I have some English muffins here. And see if we can get them back in. But last night, yes, Betty, yes, you get to go. Yeah, say hi, Betty. Come here, say hi. Yes, say hi. Yeah, he's my spoiled brat. Anyway, last night, here, this is funny. Hi, girls. Hi, girls. Hi. Can you say hi? Come on. Come on. Yeah, let's get in. Get in. Come on. Come on. Don't worry, you're all going to get some. You're all going to get some. Need to change the water. So anyway, last night one of our girls came in the house crying because a couple of her friends' parents were supposedly hitting and yelling at them, and police were called and all that stuff. And I don't know the whole story. I wasn't there. I can't comment on the events. But my daughter says, can they stay with us tonight? And that would have been last night. And I said, sure, we always have a spare room. But I says, the police need to call us, and we need to make sure it's okay with everybody. We're not just going to bring a kid in. So we get a call from the RCMP, and RCMP officer asks if in fact we would let one of the kids stay at our house. There's a boy and a girl, and the girl is the main one. They were trying to find a place. We have 2 daughters, and we have a spare bedroom. And I said, sure. And he asked if we have any drugs or alcohol. And I says, no, there might be a beer or 2 in the fridge, but that's about it. And because we don't indulge on any of that kind of stuff. And anyway, he said okay, and asked if they could give the phone number for the girls. What are you doing there, bud? Buddy, what are you doing? Psst. He thinks he's getting a treat too. Anyway, so they just want to make sure they're coming to a safe home. We've hardly even met these kids. Seen them a couple times with our daughters, but I've always got an open door. If there's a kid that I feel might be uncomfortable or having issues, they're always welcome at our house. And so the girl was delivered later last night and slept in one of her spare beds, and got up, and come to find out today's her birthday. So sorry about the sun, not in the best position here. I'll get over here where we're out of the sun a little bit. And so this morning I took them to breakfast for her birthday, and these kids have a tendency of just basically walking around on the streets because they don't want to be home. They don't feel comfortable at home, which breaks my heart. And I think there's a couple things. I think they don't like following rules and order and directions. But also I think there's some other issues at home, and Children's Services is involved. But so we took him to, I took him to breakfast this morning for her birthday, and I think she just was astounded that I would do that to somebody that I really don't know. And I told her, I says, well, you're one of my kids now. Um, my house, my door's always open to you, but there are rules, and you have to follow these rules. And you probably ought to look at your home environment and are you following the rules there too? Are you helping your grandmother and your grandfather at home? Or are you staying out late and not listening and, just not helping at all around the house? Because that could be part of the frustration at home. Um, but when we went to get breakfast, we ended up picking up her brother. He was going to hitchhike out to our place, which was, a good 15 kilometers or 12, yeah, about 15 kilometers. So about 10 miles. And so we went and picked him up and took him with us to breakfast. And all he thinks about is partying. And so, it's good to have a little bit of influence. And anyway, when they got here, I says, okay, you guys can go downstairs. We have a PlayStation and stuff downstairs. You guys can go downstairs and play down there, be down there. I don't want you running around town. I don't want you out and about. Um, any messes you make, you clean up. And they're all downstairs. There's another one that showed up, another girl that showed up, and I think there's 4 or 5 kids downstairs. I couldn't tell you right now, but I know where they are. I know what they're doing, and none of them fought me about the rules or the guidelines or the um, responsibilities that they have. Um, Kids need that. They need the structure. They need that. They need stability. Um, we were foster parents for quite a few years, and the biggest thing that we saw, just a sec, my battery on my phone's going down, so I got to plug in. What we saw was these kids weren't having structure. They didn't have support. All they need is just some guidelines and some direction. And, it's okay to say no, but you say it nicely. Explain to them why. Um, but it still breaks my heart. And these are just 2 kids. I know there's several of them out there. Actually, 3 of them that are downstairs right now. The other one has some issues at home as well. But they know they can come here. It's a safe place to come, and that's the important part. The hard part is understand both sides. I've not even met these 2. I've not even met their grandmother. I know that their mom is an addict, and their dad, as far as they know, they don't know who their dad is, or I've not seen him for years. I have an uncle, I guess it's abusive to him, that they have to stay with once in a while. What that means, I don't know. They say that they get hit once in a while, but RCMP and Children's Services don't seem to agree with it. So, I may have to be stepping in on some of this, but hope not. I guess where I'm going here is, folks, the Bible tells us to take care of our widows and orphans. And an orphan isn't necessarily one without family. It's maybe one without support, or one without love, one without guidance. And it may be just one night that we reach out and give them some peace. It may be you have to make other arrangements. But like I explained to them, is if this stuff is true, they need to let Children's Services know if it's happening, but they need to understand that if they may end up going to separate foster parents, and that could be good and that could be bad. I mean, I hate saying it, but there are some foster parents out there that aren't the best. The majority I know of and know are great people, but I know there's some bad ones out there as well. But we need to open up our hearts and our arms and be there for them at some level. So, let's just remember this. I just want to use this example for you guys. It's not the first one. I've had this happen many times over the years from my oldest daughter. I don't know how many people we opened up the door for that were friends of my oldest daughter. Um, yeah, it nipped us in our butt. We got burnt a few times, but still, some of those kids, some of the friends that were friends of my daughter still call me dad. And, my daughter's 42. She'll be 43 here in about, actually, this week. So, and that means a lot to me. That means I did an impression on them, and they love me and respect me. So let's just remember to open our hearts, our eyes, be there for people, no matter what the circumstance is. As far as I know, these kids may have been ones that steal and do all sorts of stuff. May still be. I don't think so. I just think that they need some guidance. I think they need some love, and I just think they need some good um, direction. Anyway, you all have a great day. Take care of yourself, and may God bless. And remember, you can make a difference in this world.